Located about 1.500 meters above sea level, Da Lat is a famous tourist destination in Vietnam, where memories and dreams blend. This city has a gentle, classic, quiet, and poetic beauty. When you set foot here, you will feel the cold air, the fog covering the mountain slopes, and the rustling sound of pine trees like the melodies of the mountains and forests. The special thing about Da Lat is that the climate is always mild. A day has 4 seasons: early morning like spring, warm noon like summer, foggy afternoon like autumn, and cold night like winter. That creates the irresistible attraction, making anyone who has been here want to return. The people here also contribute to creating the soul of Da Lat. Da Lat people are gentle, kind, and extremely friendly. They speak slowly, behave sincerely, and are always willing to help strangers with a warm smile. Sitting in a small coffee shop by the lake in the morning, listening to the owner talk about the flower seasons, the weather, or daily life, you will feel very close to this city. The Kin people in Da Lat are home to many ethnic minorities such as Kaho, Churu, Ma. They preserve and develop their unique cultural identity, such as gong festivals, brocade weaving, and traditional long houses, creating a colorful cultural symphony in the heart of the mountain town. Natural scenery is a special highlight of Dalat. Xuan Huong Lake, the city's heart. Xuan Huong Lake is one of the typical and prominent symbols of Dalat City. Known as the City of Thousands of Flowers of Vietnam. Located right in the center of the town, the lake is like a cool green heart in the middle of Langbiang Plateau. Possessing a gentle, romantic, and poetic beauty, creating a unique identity for Dalat, with an area of about 25 hectares and a circumference of more than 5 kilometers. The lake has a soft, wavy shape like a silk strip across the city's heart. Surrounding the lake are rows of pine trees rustling in the wind, lush green lawns, and winding stone-paved roads, creating a peaceful and full of life space. Xuan Huong Lake is named after the poetess Ho Xuan Huong, one of the typical poets of 18th-century Vietnamese literature, famous for her satirical, bold, and individual style. Naming the lake after her is also a way to express the romantic and artistic spirit of Dalat, a place that has long been a meeting place for souls who love poetry, art, and nature. Xuan Huong Lake is a highlight of the landscape and a vibrant cultural and tourist space for locals and visitors. Every early morning, around the lake, there is often a gathering place for sports lovers. They jog, cycle, or walk and breathe the fresh air. In the afternoon, the lake becomes more crowded with activities such as boating, horse riding, or enjoying coffee at lakeside shops with beautiful views. One of the enjoyable experiences when coming here is watching the sunset on the lake. When the pale yellow sunlight reflects on the calm water, making the scene dreamy like a watercolor painting. The space around the lake is also home to many outstanding architectural works such as Tui Ta Restaurant with a unique design lying quietly on the lakeside. The Y-shaped bridge connecting the lawns or Langbiang Square, where there is a symbol of wild sunflowers and giant artichoke buds. A favorite check-in spot for young people. In particular, on festivals like the Dalat Flower Festival, Xuan Huong Lake is brilliantly decorated, becoming the center of many art activities, light shows, and street festivals, attracting thousands of visitors yearly. When cherry blossoms bloom around the lake in spring, the scene becomes more magical and poetic than ever. The pale pink petals fly in the wind, gently falling on the water's surface, making visitors feel lost and infatuated. Because of this poetic beauty, Xuan Huong Lake has become an endless source of inspiration for many works of art. From poetry, music, painting, photography, and cinema, Xuan Huong Lake is not only a tourist destination but also a part of the soul of Dalat, a place that preserves the memories, emotions, and profound cultural imprints of this city. For those who have ever set foot in Dalat, it seems impossible to miss a chilly morning strolling around Xuan Huong Lake to fully feel this highland's love, poetry, and unique beauty. Therefore, no matter how time passes or the city changes, Xuan Huong Lake is an unchanging, gentle, and charming symbol in the hearts of many generations of Dalat lovers. Siu Land Village is a little further away, a small village hidden in the forest, where you can go rafting, horseback riding, camping, or stroll in the rustic, fresh air. Lin Phuoc Pagoda, also known as Vai Chai Pagoda, is a unique architectural work inlaid with porcelain pieces, with a statue of Quan Am made from immortal flowers, a symbol of eternity. Domaine de Marie Church and Congat Church are the remaining relics of ancient French architecture, bearing the mark of time. Siu Land Village is a famous eco-tourism destination, located about 20 kilometers from the center of Da Lat City in the direction of Suoi Vang, Suoi Bac. Nestled at the foot of the majestic Langbiang mountain range, Siu Land Village appears like a beautiful natural picture with wild, poetic, and lively landscapes. Vast pine forests surround it, clear winding streams, and green grass. The name, Siu Land, not only originates from a rare animal living in the forest, the gentle and lovely Siu Land, but is also associated with a folk legend about a young man who, for love, did not hesitate to endure hardships, crossed mountains and forests to build a village in the middle of the green forest to give to the girl he loved. When visitors come to Siu Land Village, they seem to be lost in another world, where the sound of birds chirping, the sound of streams flowing, and the fresh air make all worries seem to disappear. In addition to admiring the beautiful natural scenery, visitors can also experience many engaging activities such as riding a jeep through the forest, rowing a boat on the lake, fishing, camping in the middle of nature, or participating in folk games and traditional festivals imbued with the cultural identity of the Kaho people. Langbiang is a destination for those who love eco-tourism and an ideal place to find simplicity, pristine, and peace of mind. Another great place that you should not miss is Langbiang Mountain. Langbiang Mountain is one of the most famous and attractive tourist destinations in Da Lat, Lam Dong Province, located about 12 kilometers north of the city center, with an altitude of 2.167 meters above sea level. Langbiang is not only the roof of Da Lat but also a symbol of love, the harmony between nature and people in the highlands. The name, Langbiang, originates from the touching love legend between Kalong and Biang, two people from different tribes who overcame all the barriers to love each other. After the two died, Biang's father unified the tribes into one Kaho tribe, and their graves became two mountains, Ong Mountain and Ba Mountain, creating the name Langbiang. With beautiful natural scenery, from the top of the mountain, visitors can admire the panoramic view of the misty city of Da Lat, the vast green pine forests, and the vast valleys. Primarily, in the early morning, visitors can hunt clouds, watch the beautiful sunrise, and feel the fresh, cool air of the plateau. The landscape here is genuinely charming and an unforgettable experience for anyone who visits. To reach the top of the mountain, visitors can choose to climb the mountain or go by jeep. The mountain climbing path is quite long and can be tiring for those not used to it. But if you love challenges, this is an opportunity to experience the majesty of nature. Otherwise, you can choose to go by jeep, which will take you to the top of the mountain quickly and conveniently. At the top of the hill, you will admire the panoramic view of Dalat and the surrounding areas. In addition to sightseeing, visitors can participate in many other activities such as overnight camping, horse riding, cultural exchanges with the Kaho ethnic people, enjoying wine and grilled meat, or participating in colorful folk games. These activities help visitors enjoy the natural beauty and learn about the local people's unique cultural life. When visiting Langbiang Mountain, visitors must prepare comfortable clothes and sneakers for easy movement. The ideal time to visit is early morning, when the weather is pleasant and you can hunt for clouds. In addition, booking jeep tickets or other services in advance is also necessary to ensure a smooth trip. Langbiang Mountain is not only an attractive tourist destination but also a place to preserve the unique cultural values of Dalat. If you can visit Dalat, do not miss the opportunity to see and experience the majestic beauty of Langbiang Mountain. An ideal place for those who love nature and want to explore the intersection between people and the sky. If you love majestic waterfalls, visit Voi Waterfall in Dalat. Voi Waterfall is located about 25 kilometers northeast of Dalat city center, and is one of the most famous and attractive tourist destinations. With its majestic and wild beauty, Voi Waterfall attracts visitors with its beautiful natural landscape and its mystery and legendary stories. Elephant Waterfall is named so because, from above, the water from the waterfall falls, forming the shape of an elephant spraying water. The waterfall is about 30 meters high, and the water from above falls firmly, creating white foam waves, mixed with the sound of pouring water, bringing a strong, majestic feeling to those who visit. One of the special features of Elephant Waterfall is the perfect combination of nature and folktales. According to legend, Elephant Waterfall is said to be related to a giant elephant. The story goes that, long ago, a giant elephant helped the people in the area overcome difficulties. However, after completing the task, the elephant jumped into the abyss and turned into this waterfall. Therefore, Elephant Waterfall has a special spiritual meaning for the people here. To reach the waterfall, visitors will have to walk through a long trail, through vast pine forests, enjoying the fresh, cool air of Dalat. In addition, the area around Voi Waterfall also has suspension bridges and small streams, adding charm to the landscape. In addition to admiring the beauty of the waterfall, visitors can also bathe in the cool water or participate in mountain climbing activities. Exploring the surrounding nature, Voi Waterfall is not only an ideal destination for those who love wild nature but also an ideal place to relax and calm down after stressful working days. With majestic natural landscapes and fascinating legends, Voi Waterfall is one of the tourist destinations that will not be missed when you come to Dalat. Coming to Dalat, it is impossible not to mention the cuisine. In the cold of the mountain town, all dishes seem to become more delicious. Grilled rice paper, Vietnamese pizza, is the most attractive street food. Crispy and fragrant, chicken hot pot with perilla leaves. The spicy taste of chili. The pungent smell of perilla leaves. And soft, fatty, free-range chicken will make you exclaim on a cold night. Hot soy milk, grilled spring rolls, and egg pancakes are all memorable but straightforward delicacies. Each season in Dalat has its beauty. From January to March, spring is when cherry blossoms bloom all over the mountain slopes. Summer, from April to June, with gentle sunshine and clear blue sky, is suitable for picnics and trekking. Autumn, from July to September, although rainy, is the foggy season, ideal for those who love romance. Winter, from October to December, is the most beautiful season with bright yellow wild sunflowers. Clear blue sky, and cold weather, ideal for cloud hunting and camping. Don't forget to experience cloud hunting, one of the most special things in Dalat. Wake up at 4 a.m. You can go to Khao Dat Ti Hill, Da Phu Hill, or Thien Phuc Duc to witness the moment the sun gradually appears on the sea of white clouds, drifting slowly over the mountains. Try camping by Xuan Huong Lake or the pine forest if you like natural spaces. In the evening, light a fire, grill meat, and watch the starry sky. It's an unforgettable memory. Drinking coffee in Dalat is also a form of meditation. Coffee shops like Milin, Tui Mo Tu, or Horizon have delicious coffee and poetic forest views. If you want to explore further, rent a motorbike and ride along the winding roads through areas such as Tri Mat, Ta Nung, Lac Duong. The feeling of freedom in the middle of nature is something few places can bring. The Dalat Night Market is where you can feel the most lively and straightforward. This place gathers countless street foods, specialties, woolen goods, souvenirs, and friendly smiles. If you plan to go to Dalat for 3 days and 2 nights, you can refer to the following schedule. On the first day, you can walk around the city center, visit Xuan Huong Lake, the Flower Garden, the Bao Dai Palace, the Domaine de Marie Church, and end the day with dinner at the night market. On the second day, wake up early to hunt clouds, have breakfast at Tri Mat, then visit Cu Land Village or Golden Valley. You can camp or return to the city in the afternoon to see the famous cafes. On the last day, enjoy meatball sandwiches, sip a cup of hot soy milk, then visit places like Lin Phuoc Pagoda, Con Ga Church, buy specialties, and prepare to return. There are places that you only need to visit once, but Dalat is not. The longer you stay, the more you will see that this city is beautiful and that you know how to touch people's emotions. Dalat is a place to live slowly, feel, and love. If you are looking for a place to escape life's hustle and bustle, relax, distress, or find yourself again, then Dalat is the perfect destination. after watching, you will feel that Da Lat is a beautiful and charming tourist destination. Right? We always try to select the most beautiful images so that you can deeply feel the nature and people of Da Lat. We hope that you will love our efforts. If you feel this video is valuable, please subscribe to the Strange Distant Land channel to receive updates about other attractive places on our beautiful Earth. There are undoubtedly many interesting and new lands that you cannot imagine. We will continue to accompany each other in many more videos. Your support is a great motivation for us to continue researching and discovering new and more attractive things to send you. Thank you, everyone, for watching this video to the end. We are extremely grateful and appreciate your favor and love. Wishing you a happy and energetic day. Goodbye, and see you again in the following videos.